Hello, my name is Ruby Williams. I am a doctoral student at Aspen University. Today, I will present a dissertation defense on past and present bullying experienced by recently graduated nurses, written by Brenda S. Buckle, MSN, ANP, BC. Past and present bullying behaviors experienced by recently graduated nurses on campus, clinical placement, and workplace bullying. By Brenda S. Buckle, Eastern Michigan University, March 9th, 2020. Committee members is Sue Yan Wu, PhD, RN, FAAN, the chair, Robert Carpenter, PhD, Ellen Coach, PhD, Michael Williams, PhD, RN, CCRN, CNA. Submitted to the College of Education, Eastern Michigan University, in partial fulfillment of the requirements for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Educational Studies. Concentration in Nursing Education and Educational Studies. The problem statement. Evidence from studies such as Burks, Budin, Biederman, Park, and Chapman 2018 and Hinchberger 2009 supports the claim that bullying is a global epidemic that has become a public health problem. Buckle 2020. Buckle examined the experiences of recently graduated student nurses in various settings, including academic programs, clinical placements, and workplaces. The study examined bullying levels, knowledge of formal policies, and differences between on-campus and clinical settings. Bullying takes the form of intentional violence against a peer. A student may become a repeat victim by exploiting a physical, psychological, or social power imbalance. Abu Alu et al., 2023. The significance of the research. Buckle found that unlike Canada and Europe, U.S. nursing scholars had recently devoted more attention to bullying. Nursing professors are often accused of bullying students in the U.S. and Canada. Clark, 2008, Clark and Davis Kennelly, 2011, Cooper, Walker, Askew, Robinson, and McNair, 2011, and Del Prato, 2010. According to Buckle 2020, a Canadian literature assessment by Seibel 2014 indicated that bullying begins in undergraduate nursing education. Seibel also suggested that professors may unwittingly contribute to bullying since students stated that faculty are unprepared to confront it. According to Edmondson and Zelanka 2019, nurse bullying is a widespread issue that starts before nursing school and persists throughout a nurse's employment. The significance of the research. About 29% of U.S. RNs are bullied. Gans, Levy, Kalila, et al. 2015, while Berry and colleagues 2012 found that 72.6% of bullying targets new nurses. Buckle 2020. According to Buckle 2020, a Canadian literature assessment by Seibel indicates that bullying begins in undergraduate nursing education. Seibel also suggests that professors may unwillingly contribute to this bullying. Despite little U.S. research on student nurse bullying, found that 71% of instructors and 73% of pre-licensure senior nursing students and staff from 4 northeastern U.S. schools reported moderate to major incivility. Research questions. Concerns about academic bullying. This research assumes the academic bullying of a student nurse to ask the following questions. Number 1, how do on-campus and clinical placement affect bullying behaviors among recently graduated student nurses in undergraduate nursing school, based on Einerson and colleagues, 2009? 3 bullying constructs: academic related, person related, and physically intimidating, Buckle 2020. Number 2, are newly graduating nurses aware of their school's official bullying policies? Number 3, is there a substantial difference in faculty bullying of student nurses between lecture and clinical staff? Number 4, does bullying scores differ between males and females among undergraduate student nurses? Does age affect undergraduate student nursing bullying? Number 5. Number 6, whom does the student nurse consider the nursing school bully? Questions about workplace bullying. The following study questions were created to investigate how newly graduating nurses perceive workplace bullying, Buckle 2020. Number 1, who is the nursing graduate's workplace bully? Number 2, do new nurses recognize workplace bullying prevention efforts? Number 3, have newly graduating nurses acknowledged the Joint Commission and ANA comments on workplace bullying? Number 4, how many bullied workers plan to quit? Number 5, how many experienced nurses work in this population? Number 6, how many would report a physical or mental psychological occurrence they saw towards a patient or a coworker? Literature review. The literature review shows gaps in the notion and assessment of bullying in student nurse academics and registered nurse workplaces. Few studies have examined the historical backdrop, hierarchical systems, and how student nurses and registered nurses are socialized to bullying, Buckle 2020. Determining the measurement terminology and basis of bullying in the U.S. is challenging, and the phenomenon remains undescribed, ANA 2012, due to the inconsistent usage and meanings of terminology in the literature. Researchers still need to define, refine, and quantify bullying. Lupkin, Sandvik, and Tracy 2012, Hanisch et al. 2013, and Buckle 2020. Some nursing academics call bullying incivility, lateral violence, horizontal violence, vertical violence, and harassment. Most abusers were registered nurses, including nurse managers and clinical facilitators. Most reports were of verbal abuse. The research design method and design. A quantitative, non-experimental, correlational, and descriptive design align the issue, goal, and research questions, Buckle 2020. Data for both inferential and descriptive statistics came from a convenience sample. Correlational study assessed the link between variables, Frankel, Wallen, 2009, and Buckle 2020. BSN students' age, gender, and ethnicity are independent factors, whereas bullying is the dependent variable. Results and data analysis. Negative Acts Questionnaire Revised at NAQR measures workplace bullying with 22 items. As shown by the NAQR, any one or two subscales may be used alone or combined to assess one or two factors. The instrument has good internal stability associated with 3 subscales: person-related, work-related, and physically frightening bullying. It may also be employed as a single factor measure. Codified and computerized all data. The sample was described using frequencies, percentages, and descriptive statistics. Buckle 2020. Discussion. This dissertation examined recently graduated student nurses, campus, clinical, and career experiences. Buckle 2020. Teachers, classmates, patients, supervisors, and others were examined for their understanding of academic and workplace bullying standards, as well as career stage disparities in bullying. Define and target bullying in academic and clinical context for student nurses and registered nurses in the workplace. Many complaints and investigation policies have been devised and implemented in response to internal pressures and the prospect of litigation. Bullying Policy 2021. What are the limitations? There are several limitations to this study, according to Buckle 2020. As it cannot be generalized to other groups, the sample threatens external validity. Because the sample is convenient and non-randomized, bias exists. Other characteristics such as conventional BSN versus second degree BSN may bias the sample as well. There are several limitations to this study. The NAQR has not been administered to student nurses post-graduation, indicating a validity deficit, loss of participation, bullying attitudes, and questionnaire non-responders threaten validity as well. Participants' attitudes regarding the research might compromise internal validity. Participants may answer the questionnaire biasly due to social desirability, the inclination to react in a socially desirable manner. Redding, Maddock, and Rossi, 2006. What are the recommendations? Buckle 2020 states that bullying is a serious issue. Future research should include surveys, diaries, lived experiences, interviews, focus groups, and observational studies to better understand this behavior from student nurses' perspectives and outside observations. Conclusions. Buckle lists bullying research gaps as a lack of sociological and historical forces, variability in response categories and periods, thresholds and definitions, cross-cultural issues, gender, hierarchical structures, socialization and institution type, size, and retention. Thank you for your undivided attention. Are there any questions? Once again, my name is R.Williams, and I am a doctoral student at Aspen University. And here are my references. Thank you.